All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Medium Cool Show. Today, we travel back to the year 1979. First, starting in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then, we're going to take a Greyhound bus all the way down to California, specifically the cities of Los Angeles, San Francisco, and San Diego. Because today, folks, we're going to be talking about hardcore from 1979.
Nothing you have ever done, seen, or imagined can prepare you for the experience of hardcore.
Turn it off!
George C. Scott. Hardcore.
Written and directed by the one and only New Hollywood legendary director, Paul motherfucking Schrader, the gangster himself.
Yeah. Today, we're going to be talking about Paul Schrader and New Hollywood.
Yeah, dude. Paul Schrader was a deviant in the New Hollywood generation, bro.
He was.
He was a deviant and...
weirdo, dude.
Bro, for real, man. But I just gotta say, I love this movie. I think it's an absolute banger of a picture. It's just really up my alley. The sleazy, just like the sleazy California strip club streets of just the ground, and just like the slime from the sleeves like oozing out, and just the garbage, and just like mixed with like the colors and the sets, and
I mean, it looks really good. It is really
the
cool.
overall vibe. I just love the gritty porn snuff world.
All right. I love.
Wait.
Here's the thing, dude. You want to go? Yeah.
I just wanted to say the contrast between Grand Rapids, Michigan, the values, the Catholic Calvinist values put together with the sleazy underworld. Oh, that's it. You can go now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Yeah. I liked the descent from Grand Rapids to the underbelly.
Yeah.
Like, that was really cool, and the way he's able to capture this, and I know from my personal experience too, it's like recalling kind of a very religious upbringing, and then suddenly you're thrown into this world where you're 20 years old, and suddenly you're learning about movies for the first time, or you're learning about all this shit for the first time, the stuff that like you never experienced, you know? And that's kind of what this movie's about. It's like about being sheltered versus having to find your own shelter, right?
Yeah.
I do like this movie. I do enjoy it. By no means do I think it's a bad movie. I'm just not the biggest fan of Paul Schrader for whatever reason. He just doesn't do it for me. And I think he's a little pretentious. I think he's a little up his own ass. Like a lot up his own ass.
Okay.
Like, I think he really tries to portray this, like...
From 1 to 10, how up his own ass is he?
I'd say he's like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not like fucking super up his own ass.
Not like David Lynch.
I don't think David Lynch is like up his own ass. I don't think he fucking can even find his own asshole, dude. He's so fucking out there, dude. I do like a lot of like what Paul Schrader does, because I feel like he definitely pushes the envelope, whereas a lot of people wouldn't take those risks.
Yeah, just the whole thematics of it.
Yeah,
right?
and dude, we got the fucking GOAT acting in this too. George C. Scott's amazing.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He's amazing in this. Like, I love him. Everything I see him in, I'm like, dude, why?
I love George C. Scott, bro.
Yeah.
That's one of the best parts of the movie.
Yeah, of course.
He's so good. He's such a great actor, and apparently he did not get along with Paul Schrader. And
yeah.
He said it was a piece of shit movie. I don't think this is a piece of shit movie because it was so influential. You have movies like Cruising by William Friedkin. You know, you got 8mm. Just over time, you know, you have the Safdies talking about it and shit, taking it from that. And we have also Paul Schrader really kind of started it with Taxi Driver because he wrote the script. He created that world, right? So it kind of started with that.
Yeah, and he wanted to direct Taxi Driver, right?
Yeah.
The studio didn't want him to. Is that right?
Yeah, they were trying to get someone else to do it. I forgot it was some yeah. I forgot what it was, man. But I wish I remembered. But it's a super influential, even fucking Refn, dude.
Yeah, Refn definitely takes from, and definitely like the colors.
Yeah.
And,
I just think that's the testament to the picture, and I think it's lived through time really well and aged really well.
No, I definitely agree with you. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I can see why people love this movie. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, it just like it didn't like put me over the hump or like, oh, this is phenomenal. I'm like, this is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can see how it's so influential, and rightfully so. Like, it does deal with subjects and like the descent into just this like underbelly, but also the liberation of like the freedom you get in that space is something that's like really worth exploring. I feel like that's what a lot of those other stories you were talking about really want to explore is like you're living in this underbelly, but like you're free to make your own choices, or are you like oppressed in a way, and like how do you get out of that? Like,
yeah, I just love underbelly shit, especially when it's like cinematic underbelly shit, right? We all love the idea of the snuff film, right? We all love the idea of someone actually being killed on camera,
too.
right? I mean, just like the cinematic aspect of thinking
like if
that
it's like on
the effect of that on someone, right? If you watch a snuff comparatively to watching a really realistic death on camera, right? Like if it's on camera, the thing about it is you don't know, it might be real.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
but if you know, let's say you're watching a movie and you're just like, oh, that's just a movie. And then someone tells you this is a real snuff film and you watch it and that effect that has on you.
Yeah.
Because there's always these weird videos from high school people would pull up of like beheadings and shit. And it's just so fucked up, dude.
I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
That shit.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're saying, like Reservoir Dogs.
Michael Madsen,
No,
Dr. Blonde.
The young guy.
Eric Rotherton.
Yeah, Eric Roth. Like, when he's bleeding out.
Yeah.
He's bleeding out the whole movie. And, like, he's fucking getting drained and shit. And, like, I'm like, Jesus. Like, I don't know, like, you just see the makeup and, like, the effect it has on them. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking brutal. That's brutal. And, like, I know what you're saying. Just with, like...
The snuff,
brutality and gore that you see on film. Like, it is, like... It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like something... It's like somewhat of an art form.
Yeah, the gradual, I love the slow. It's a gradual, like slow pace, and it just slowly builds up. But it's so flawless. I think
it is. I love how it like culminates.
That's why the snuff stuff kind of was effective to me, I think.
But the snuff stuff, I feel like it wasn't really introduced until like the very end, and it was unclear like what that led to, or if that was like real, or if it was like his. I couldn't tell when they took off the mask of the person in the film, like if it was his daughter or not. I felt like I felt like we were gonna get down a darker road. I think that's the one thing too. Is like I feel like I've seen a lot of these movies. Like I've seen a lot of reference. I've seen 8mm. I've seen these other movies that were really influenced by this, and so I was expecting it to take it to that next level. I thought it was gonna be like they killed his daughter or something, and that would have been really fucked to show. But I thought it was going to go like they killed his daughter and he was going to go on a revenge tear. Yeah, I thought that
you wanted to do some Tarantino, Rolling Thunder type shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I think Paul Schrader also wrote Rolling Thunder.
He did?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Rolling Thunder's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should watch that.
Dude, that would be a perfect movie to watch. Have you guys seen Rolling Thunder? This would be the perfect movie to talk about on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can watch it tonight or something.
Yeah, I'm down.
Fuck around, but I just want to mention the arc of the character. I just love the arc of the character, just of George C. Scott. I guess not. Hardcore, you guys seen it? Another new Hollywood banger for you. I was excited about this one. One of my personal faves. Can I recommend it? Absolutely.